Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the Two-Headed Wolf Gaming Channel and Farthest Frontier as we continue the expansion of the Mountain Village. And I have some plans for today, but first things first, we have some merchants here. So let's take a quick look at them. We had Atka at the end of the last episode. Letters of Cardell just arrived, but I don't remember Atka, what she bought and what she sold. So let's take a quick look at her inventory first, and then we're gonna go to the second trader. So she was buying from us candles and planks, but at a very low price. And we're doing good on money. So there's no point in rushing and selling some of our goods. We don't have any of the other that she wants, and as far as what she sells to us, we can buy fish at a very low price, but I don't feel like we really need it. We could buy tools at a low price, but we already have 50 in the stockpile. And unless the other trader is buying goods from us to do that trick where we buy and sell from one trader to the other, there's no need to get more. And for the rest of the goods, they're either expensive or we don't need them. For trader number 2, we could sell him some bricks at a far above average price and some cheese. We don't have a whole lot of cheese, and bricks I feel have more value for us in upgrading our buildings rather than selling it, at least in the current economic status. So we're not gonna do that. And he's selling us some goods, but he's selling us some goods at a very expensive price. Plate mail is at a far below average price, however it's still expensive at 606 gold per unit, so we're not gonna do any of that. That's it with the trader. With the new immigration wave, we are short on houses, but we already started building a new set of houses here in the new residential district. So this gives me some time because we're not going to upgrade these houses yet. We're just going to wait until those houses are complete. But this gives me time to explain what I want to do. And this was inspired actually by walking around the city that I live in at the moment, because it is an old medieval city and it has been modernized. A lot of things have changed, but there's no farmland close to the city. It's of course outside of the city area, as one might expect. But I was just thinking of Farthest Frontier, and I was looking at some of the old walls of the city, and I realized, you know what? Why not move some of these farms outside of the city walls? Bandits don't actually steal food from fields, and they will not burn them down. So as long as we have our cellars and our storages within our city, within the city walls, then we can harm farmland outside of the city walls, and we'll just have to take our villagers and make sure that they're going to be safe and don't get themselves killed. So that's what my plan is, and I feel like it's gonna bring us a lot of value, because if I place houses here, then I will not have to bring in some extra services like the market or temple or who knows what, like school and everything else, which in a way means that we are reducing the upkeep, we're reducing the amount of resources that we would need to spend in order to construct these buildings all over again, and also we will have to supply them as well. With the high desirability of the area and all of that, with the price and the value of the area increasing, I think removing these fields right here, especially on their low fertility level, I really feel like it adds up to a lot. So let's take a quick look here at fertility. Now we're going to talk about fertility, of course. We're going to say that this is a fertile area, most in our current situation where we are in mountainous land. So we won't really have very fertile land, at least not where we are at the moment. There's a lot of fertile land over here, however it is far away from our city. So we're just gonna take a look around. And I'm guessing that this is some sort of middle of the road. We'll have about 30% fertility, or maybe if we're lucky 40%. We could also be placing down a few fields over here, put down a root cellar here, so that these market traders or suppliers or sellers, or how they're called, they won't have to walk all across the city in order to gather some of these foods, you know, the vegetables and the beans and all that. So we're gonna place down 2 fields here. Since we are at maximum amount of goats in our barns, I'm thinking of throwing in a goat barn here as well. And maybe even try to see how effective it is to fertilize the land using the barns. Apparently, you can have a combination of planting, for example, some of these clovers, right, which increase fertility by 3. And you can bring in farm animals on top of these fields, and they will eat the clover and they will fertilize the land further by having them in your land. Of course, it presents a bit of a situation in this area, to be honest, because when I placed down the fence, I've done it in such a way that we don't have space to put fences in between these farmlands. So if we have our goats eating over here, then they will probably go around and eat from other fields as well. And we don't want that. But we can prepare over here, we can prepare an area where we can try this out. Like have people plant different plants and have the goats graze in that area and just see what happens. How do they behave if we fence it correctly? First things first, let's start by working and planning the next fields. So where do I want to start from? I am thinking that we could start here, like drag a road out right here and start building or placing down those fields. I believe I like that idea. So we're going to do this, and we're going to place down one of these gates as well. Like so. Now I can drag a road outside. Just like that. What are the chances that wild animals will arrive to eat our crops? Fairly high. So we will need to leave some space open on this side to place some fences. But we can go ahead and be like food production, fields, leave a space there for a road, leave a space there for a fence, and then go from here. Environmental fertility 38%, not bad at all. And we're gonna do this an 8x10. I like that. Let's do another 8x10 here. Yeah, and I think this is good enough for the moment. Actually, I could go even further. Or not. I am thinking that if I'm gonna place down these 2 fields here, and if I'm going to place down 2 fields around this area, and feed the people through here, then these merchants will not go all the way here to take the food away. But I guess I shouldn't go too crazy on the amount of work that I'm giving people. So let's have this like so, and I'll drag a road through here. Just like that. We're gonna build the fences afterwards. I'll think about how I want to do this. Let's speed this up slightly. We'll wait until this entire area is being harvested, and then we're going to remove the fields. I'll have to remove the fences and bring them somewhere here closer. Drag a road through there. I think I'm gonna drag a road through here. I cannot put a road in here, especially if I want to put down another set of houses. Okay. We'll see in a second what we want to do there. How about goats? We have space for them to grow? We do. Okay, that is fine then. For this outpost, at this point I think I am done with it, at least since we got the immigration wave that I wanted. I am going to remove this root cellar, which will decrease some of the amount of food that we have in storage, or at least the way they're talking about. And we're gonna remove this lookout tower as well. I am hoping that with a hunter, a smokehouse, and a forager shack, plus this clay pit here, and of course a temporary shelter, that we're gonna be fine, and hopefully I'm not gonna be attracting the attention of raiders. Given that we don't have a storage yard, there is a huge chance that we won't. But at the same time, I don't know 100% if that is the case or not. We're gonna have to see. But if they spawn in, if the enemies spawn in and they don't spawn in somewhere to the north where they would have to go through this area, I don't think that they will attack this. Here's hoping, I guess, at the end of the day. Let's start. I mean, they're working on these houses for the moment. I'll let them finish that. And I guess I'm going to have to start building a road through here. Yeah, I'm gonna do something like this. Leave some space open. Let's take a look at fertility. We've already constructed on top of this one, so it could have been better to do something else there, but what can you do? And I'm thinking of dragging a road. I'm thinking through here. Placing down some fields in this area will mean that they will have to remove the stone there. And you know what I want to do? We're gonna go now to goods, and I'm gonna say on the stone side, let's remove the maximum quota. I want them to collect as much stone as they need in order to clear those areas up. Okay, they've cleared this area and they've already started working on the field. They've done the same over here. These fields have no more value at the moment, so we're gonna salvage them and have the workforce go around and do something else. So let me try to do a bit of calculations here. So if I want to place down a house, I will need to clear this area, right? And I will have a road probably here. So that means that I can place a house over here. And I can place another one over here. But if I am placing another fence, then I will have to remove this road. How are we doing on this side? Let me do a big test here. So we can put a road down there and we will have this house here. And I can leave a space in between and I can have... Yeah, that's what I could do. I could drag a road through here and I could replace this road with a fence and this fence with a road, and then we can have 2 rows of houses. And with the fact that we have a temple here and a market very close by, and the fact that we'll have this space to place some gardens or something else, the desirability for these houses should be totally fine. Plus they will have another space over here to place some gardens. I think I like that idea. So we're gonna have to remove these. And then we're gonna go with fencing. We're gonna build a fence here and here, and probably do one over here as well. I'm not sure exactly how I'll make this area work with houses, but we will figure it later. For now, we're gonna place houses over here and then we'll figure out what we do in this area. Probably flatten the land. Predators are attacking where? Okay, we are now being attacked by a bear. Huh. Yeah, we don't have any more protection. Oop. Can I tell you to go inside the house? Are there any villagers in this area? Nope. Hunter, run away. Run away. I'll try to save you. I'll try to save you. You just run away there. Yeah, let's take these people, except for this one. Let's take these people and tell them to attack the bear. You, attack the bear. I don't know if you are going home or running away from the bear. Both options seem like a great idea. Don't worry, I'll support you with the hunter. Just, hey, don't run away from the bear. Don't run away from the bear. Attack the bear. There it is. There it is. That's what we want to do. You're lucky. I see. So that's the fact that we took down that tower might not have been the best idea. But we shall see. If we're getting attacked by predators again, well, getting attacked by bears seems like such a random thing to have happened. And you know what? Since I am going to have to transport a lot of goods in this area, let's upgrade the road. We have plenty of stone. So at least these main arteries, I feel like it's a great idea to upgrade. That will increase the speed at which we're transporting goods. We can even take this cart away and we can bring it over here, as we will have to collect so much of this stone in order to place down our farms. At this point, I'm also thinking about increasing the military. Let's bring 4 archers in. I know I'm not doing great on labor, but I've been thinking recently that towers are great because they have the coverage. However, at this moment, what were we attacked by last time? 20-something troops? I don't have enough soldiers to move around. Then we could be in big trouble later on. Let's see, how are we doing here? So, for the houses, we need to also flatten the ground. So let's flatten this area out so we can build a road. I guess we could build a road here. Yeah, and you can see the builders already start collecting a lot of this stone in order to build the road. So that's going to have to be something which they do for this entire area. For the rat catcher, perfect area of coverage. So I'm thinking of a root cellar probably here. I think that might help with the transportation of our goods, rather than have them walk all the way here. At least that's what I'm thinking at the moment. I'll have to figure it out later. You know what? I also want to upgrade this market. I have the bricks, I have the gold, and I have the planks. If I upgrade the market, then it's going to reduce spoilage, I believe. No? No. But we can have more people. Actually, it can produce more gold, so at least that's an advantage. We're already just at -7 as far as gold goes. Three new villagers have been born, that is great. Let's see, so this has stopped because it's winter. I'm thinking that maybe placing down... Yeah, I think placing down a well somewhere here would also help a lot, since it seems like the well have some sort of coverage. And what else? I think just farmland. I believe at this moment we just have to focus on farmland more than anything else. Let's do that. Let's keep the objective in mind. And we can have an 8x10 here. Should I go bigger? It's definitely more efficient have a larger field. But we're just gonna stay with what we have at the moment. See, it's less fertile here than it's over here. So I'm going to do something like so. And I'll fence this off. And we're gonna have a goat barn somewhere here. Yeah, I'm gonna put down a lot of projects. But I am hoping that it's going to pay off. Slope too steep, so we need to level this area out. We'll do something like this. We'll level this area. Okay, and just leave it like that. I would definitely go out and try to work. Salvage some of these goods. And I feel like we should be focusing our manpower and placing down some of these. What's this? So this villager was out trying to collect certain goods and he met a bear. Now the bear is following him. He's running home. So he's attracting the bear to us. You know what? I need the hunter, I need everybody with us. As I believe we're going to have to save this villager as well. Okay, so far so good. I mean, we're handling these wild animals very poorly. That bear killed us faster than I thought he would. What was that, 2 hits? I am sorry. At least she was old. I'll take that. Yeah. I'm starting to think that placing down a tower over there might not be a bad idea. I'll figure it out. For the moment, yeah, let's have people work these fields. How are we doing on laborers? We're still okay. We're doing less okay on builders. We have everybody busy here collecting this stone. Let's expand. I guess I'll upgrade this road as well. Focusing on upgrading some of these walls wouldn't be bad either. Manage walls. Drag select walls to manage. Okay, and then probably I can upgrade them all at once. For this year, for you, I want you to work the field. Let's do this. So we work the field once, we plant some clovers, and we work the field again. Next year, work the field, plant some flax, and the year after that, work the field and plant some hay. And then we're gonna have vegetables over here. How are we doing on the flax and hay? So we're mostly missing flax at this point. Have we done the fencing? Yes, yes, and yes. So now it's time to clear these fences here. I believe we can do so with this one. Never used it. Let's then select walls and we'll do something like this. And we say clear. Nice. Okay, that's a really nice tool. It's very easy. So now not this one, but this one we can salvage. Okay. Okay, so far so good. We're gonna drag a road here. And I said 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and we'll have a road here. And then we need to flatten this area out. And we need to flatten this area out. As far as relics go, what else do we have? Eye of the Hunter. It's not showing us anything at the moment. It's just showing what we have equipped already. The shrine has been completed. Look at that. They kept the monument inside and just upgraded it. That's really nice. And you can see that our people are wearing better clothes now. That's super. Let's upgrade these houses. The reason why I want to upgrade these houses is because it increases the income. We have a merchant here. Let's select all of these. For you, I guess I'm going to upgrade that seller as well. And let's see, what do you buy? You buy tools at the price of 48. And I like that. So we'll do this. We can sell you some clothes. At this point, you don't really have a whole lot of money. Hunter cabins yield 30% more meat. I feel like we have a lot of meat. But I also feel like this wouldn't be bad. That is not a bad relic to have, but what would I replace? Food spoils 25% lower, or birth rate of and health of villager increased by 10%. You know what? That increase, the health adds up. The health is definitely nice. However, the birth rate, I haven't seen it be super effective. So let's buy this. And now the trader has gold and we can take some of it back. Sell some of the clothes, it's not at a great price, so I wouldn't do that. We could sell some of the weapons because it's at a very high price. So let's sell 6 of them at the moment. We could sell some honey as well. Let's say 200. That's about it. So over here in the temple, we'll replace these with the antlers. There we go. So our hunters should provide us with more meat. And we have 3 smoke houses in total, so that's good. We have plenty of resources. This market has been upgraded. And look at that, we're now at... Why are we at 0 gold all of a sudden? Oh, because they take gold in order to build some of these. Oh, wait. I didn't want to upgrade the hospital or the healer. Yeah, that's why. Okay, I misclicked there on upgrade. So we're gonna get some of that gold back. We want these to be upgraded. We're gonna transfer some of the gold here. I'm not sure. I guess it was because of the buildings, right? There's no other reason why they would have moved the gold like that. Let's sell the swords here. What does this merchant want? Candles at a very good price, so we can sell about 40 of them. Bricks, no. Medicine, no. Let's see. He's selling us weapons. Iron at a little low price. Wouldn't be a bad idea to buy a bit of iron, since some of our buildings do require it in order to upgrade. You know what? Let's do some of that. Let's buy 60, buy and transfer again. With honey, we can sell some of it. Not like that, but like this. Sell items. And for you, we'll sell the candles as well. 2,500 gold in the trading post, plus another 994. That sounds great. Over here, let's see if I can place down this fence gate and continue to place down the rest of the fence. Yeah, now it works. So the area has been flattened. And I'll place a field just as a measuring tool. We're not going to construct it or anything. It's probably better if we have the field there than here. So let's measure it from over this side. 8 out of 10. Or 8 by 10. And we're gonna go with fence. We're gonna take this fence around. Okay, we need to flatten this area. Yeah, so we're gonna take this area like that. Then we're going to be, let's say, construction disabled for the moment. And if I go now to food production and we're gonna say a goat pen, goat barn, we can place it down over here. And it seems like there's pretty good amount of fodder. Yeah, there's a lot more fodder bonus here. But it won't matter too much, because we're gonna be placing down this area. We're gonna graze over here, and our goats will probably go around to these fields and actually eat. And I'm thinking that placing a goat barn might be a bit more effective for us, because it requires only 2 people up to 4 people to work that area and produce enough milk to produce cheese, where having fields requires a lot more people, double that or even more. What do I want to do here? Beans also provide us with some fertility, so I'm thinking maybe go for some beans, and then turnips. Turnips reduce fertility by quite a bit. And the year after that, we can go with some cabbages maybe. Let's take a look at the fertility of the land. I believe we have quite a bit of clay. We don't need to do anything for this field, but for this field, if you want to plant vegetables and stuff, we could bring some of that, yeah, some of that clay over and actually improve that field. The amount of laborers is low, okay. For this central area here, I don't think I need this extra guard, so I'm going to remove it. We have our warriors here, so 6 and 4, that's another 6 and 2. Traveling merchant has arrived. She's buying pelts for us at a decent price, so we can sell about 100 of them. We have plenty. We can sell more candles if we want. We can sell some of this gold. And that's about it. Like, do you buy heavy tools or anything? You don't. I don't see anything from her that I want. So we're just gonna wait until we bring her goods and upgrade it. Yeah, I think I'm mostly happy with what's going on. I mean, at this moment, I am thinking of placing down that root cellar. Just throw it in. Let's throw it in somewhere here. I want to be covered by this rat catcher without moving the work area too much. So if I bring it here, then I could say that I can have a root cellar there. Right? Like do something like this and then we're covered. I feel like the work to flatten the area there is done, so we can drag a road through, pans through here. I think this is going to be awesome. This is going to be so helpful for us. And the next step is to upgrade this. So I'm just gonna throw this so I don't forget. I am gonna upgrade these roads to cobble. And make sure that the main arteries of our city are as good as possible. Right, something along those lines, and we can do the same over here. And then probably this main area outside of the wall, this is going to help our warriors as well. To march from one side of the city to the other. And we're gonna upgrade this road, but this is not a priority. This is going to be something for later. Yeah, there's a lot of food here, but it seems like we are producing it and moving it just fine. I mean, at the end of the day, the travel time seems to be pretty much the same. They're spending most of their time transferring goods. What can you do? I mean, that outpost is a bit more of a failure than I thought it would be. I don't know if it is because I don't know how to make it a bit more efficient or what. There we have it. Now we have our farms outside of our city. We can even throw in, just to close this episode, we're gonna throw in these houses. 1, 2, 3. Look at that desirability at 50 already. It leaves us space to place some gardens here. And you know what? Since we are at it, let's place them down right now. Actually, let's turn that around so that it doesn't look totally same-ish. Doesn't seem like that changes much. So we're gonna do that. Sell pelts. Transfer gold. And that's going to have to be it. I really hope you have enjoyed this episode and the plans that we have at this moment for the city. We're definitely going to have to work a lot more at it until we turn it into a dream city. But I think we've taken the first steps to truly push us further ahead and be as efficient as possible in the expansion of it. And look at that, we're even running short on planks. Who would have thought? But that's going to have to be it for today. Until tomorrow, I thank you very much for watching, and I wish you all to have a wonderful day.